Now, the second message that I wanted to say is that it is important to separate value from wishful thinking, because a lot of the documents that have been published, especially all the marketing brochures by big consulting houses and a lot of the legislation issued by regulators, that's just wishful thinking, because they say, oh, you can do this. Like, for example, they say you can create a heat map and that somehow will allow you to make better decisions. No, it will not. It is never designed. And in fact, if you use it for decision making, you're more likely to make a worse decision if you did no risk management at all. And again, that's not my opinion. That's actually a quote from a research paper that investigated about 18 different methodologies for constructing a heat map. So you have to keep in mind that creating a risk register and using it for monitoring and reporting and sending out reminders to the risk owner saying you need to mitigate your risks and documenting some status in the risk register, that is not the end game of risk management. It never was. And in fact, even the regulators that require you to submit risk registers on regular basis, their intent was not reporting. The intent was better decision making. The unfortunate reality is that you can use the risk register for some of the decisions, very few, very minor decisions, but you can't use risk register at all for most of the important decisions where the real money is. And this is what I'll discuss in the next few slides. So unless risk analysis and the output of risk analysis leads to some sort of decision in the company, the value of the whole risk management process is not evident, and you have to be very mindful. So end game from risk analysis is not just risk reporting, it's not risk monitoring, and God forbid it's not KRIs. It's one of the following and probably more. Disclosure is one. So let's not discount regulators completely. Yes, we still have to provide disclosure to them. There's the audit committee, the external auditors, the internal auditors, full board, rating agencies and regulators, central banks, ministries. You still need to provide disclosure to them. The good news is that's actually really, really easy and very quick, and I'll show you in a second. But then the real end game of making or performing risk analysis is improve your budgeting, improve your forecasting, make better investment decisions, save money through optimizing or re-engineering some processes, or make money through limiting risk exposure, for example, like in market risk. So the second point that I wanted to make is that risk management is not about having an up-to-date risk register. Risk reporting and risk dashboards is not the end game. It's like a small side product of what we do.